You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Three numbers before the open. SK Hynix's 76% operating margin, KOSPI's 16% two-day plunge, and 864 trillion won in vaporized market cap. SK Hynix posted a record 60.5 trillion won, about $41.6 billion, in operating profit, up 557% year-on-year. Circuit breakers hit both KOSPI and KOSDAQ on back-to-back days for the first time ever. 75% of KOSPI stocks now trade below book value. The Bank of England is now investigating prime brokers' exposure to SK Hynix and TSMC. It's Thursday, July 30th. Here's what today's story could mean for the Korean market. Korea's AI chip boom and its unwind are colliding in the same week. SK Hynix just posted its best quarter ever, even as leveraged bets on the same AI trade are unwinding across the market. That mismatch is now drawing scrutiny from regulators both at home and in London. Here's what the numbers show. SK Hynix posted 60.5 trillion won in operating profit on 79.3 trillion won, about $54.5 billion in revenue, with a 76% operating margin, beating NVIDIA's 65.6% and TSMC's 60.3%. KOSPI fell 5.98% to 5,663.24 on Wednesday, dragging the two-day decline to 16% and erasing 864.5 trillion won, roughly $594 billion in market cap. Circuit breakers triggered on both KOSPI and KOSDAQ for a second straight day, a first, as sell-side sidecars also fired. 600 of 802 valid KOSPI stocks, or 75%, now trade below book value, the highest share this year. JP Morgan pegged Korea's leveraged ETF unwind at 75% complete, while Citi estimated individual investors have already lost 56 trillion won, about $38.6 billion, on leveraged bets. So what does this mean for Korean market participants today? Earlier, we said three numbers mattered before the open. Here's what that means for you. SK Hynix's record profit didn't stop its stock from falling more than 9% the same day, showing sentiment, not earnings, is driving price action right now. With 3/4 of KOSPI trading below book value, dispersion between chip stocks and everything else remains the defining feature of this market. The Bank of England's review adds a global dimension. Any tightening of prime brokerage terms on Asian AI trades could add further pressure to already stretched leverage here. Three things to watch: whether SK Hynix and TSMC shares stabilize after Wednesday's declines, margin call and forced liquidation data from the Korea Financial Investment Association through early August, and any signal from the Bank of England's prime brokerage review of AI-related exposure. That's today's AI Prism. Stock investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.